Hey, good morning, and welcome back to the podcast, Evil Dungeon Master Universe Podcast. I am your host, Evil Dungeon Master Vince, and this morning it is Thursday, and today is time for a new podcast. First, theevildm.com is my website where you can go comment on various posts I have up, catch up on the things that I'm doing, as well as if you miss certain podcasts or streams, all the available stuff is there, as well as all the links to everything that I'm involved in. Last night we had a great time doing the Random Rolls Chat Live. We were on a bunch of platforms and all at once with Restream, and Jeff's camera worked, so everything was good. We had a great time talking about Batman the Caped Crusader. We started off with ghost experience stories and how one of our viewers wanted to talk about ghost stories, and I was talking about my ghost investigation days in the past. That's how we started out. And then we started talking off about Batman the Caped Crusader, a new spin-off. I don't want to say spin-off, but a new reimagined of the original Batman, the animated series, and The Brave and the Bold. Some of the producers are back. It's on Amazon, 10 episodes. I got through the first 3, so I was able to comment on those things. So far, it's pretty decent. It takes a few minutes to get used to Batman's voice, obviously, because we have a different person playing Batman now. It was interesting, to say the least, but I'm going to keep watching it and see what happens. Usually I give shows 3 to 4 episodes before ditching them, and I enjoyed the first 3 for the story and everything, so I had no problem with it. We'll see what happens when we go to 4, 5, and 6. Usually that's where the shows get you, so... Ask the DM at theevildm.com is my email address. Thank you to those that have commented. Thank you to those that have rated the podcast. I appreciate it. All the downloads for rollhigherdie.com as well. Appreciate those. But today we're going to be talking about your go-to edition to play games. What is your go-to edition? What do you like to play when you can't figure out what to play? What's the game that you always come back to? In the past, I've always said Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. That's always been my go-to game when something needs to be reset or quote-unquote palette refresher for gaming. It's always been AD&D. Then as the years went on and you evolve as a gamer, you start experiencing new things because we don't just play one game. I mean, most gamers play multiple games, try multiple things. Why limit yourself? I can't stand people that just want to play one game and they never want to play anything else. It's like, why limit yourself? But you know what? That's you. You do you. So whatever. It has evolved a lot from AD&D 1E. Lately, it has been Palladium games. I really was on a massive kick for that for the last, 5 or 6 years of gaming. I've just wanted to play the games from Palladium, and that was my comfort zone of refreshing. It was just they had so many different genres, and I enjoyed how it worked. But the problem is convincing others of that as well, because it's not a system that everybody likes. So what do? Well, you start evolving as far as a game is concerned. You try to find people to play certain things, and Unisystem was another one that's really become friendly to me in the last year or so. I played a lot of the Army of Darkness, Buffy, and Angel. I really enjoy the games as far as the system is concerned. And All Flesh Must Be Eaten, which is more of a classic system for Unisystem compared to Cinematic. I like the Cinematic better because it represents fast, fluid combat with that movie feel to it, and there's not a lot of rolling involved, so everything's kind of set out. I enjoy the Cinematic system. The problem with it is there's no real support for it as far as the company is concerned. The company has basically abandoned everything. And while I can't blame the owner of the company because he went through some medical issues, so, you deal with your health first. But it was kind of left into the wayside, so because you couldn't do anything with it. Sure, I was able to recently hack things together and do a Shadowrun game using Cinematic Unisystem, which we're playing right now. I got 3 players, and it's fun, but I have to make everything up. There's no there's no like blueprint for me to work with other than what I see in the 3 books. No problem with that. A game that's been on and off my radar for quite some time has been the D6 system. I have to say, probably it is the most often used system in my write ups and things that I do. It's something that I constantly keep coming back to. And Mini Six is probably my comfort zone as far as modern D6ism as comes as close as it does. Mini Six is very simple, modernized. It's easy to teach. I think it's a good gateway game to bring people into the game. Uh, it has static combat, defenses. It's easy to write up a character for any genre. The D6 system is so open that you can spend an hour making up things for a detective noir game, like my solo game I've been playing. It's a lot of fun. I just kind of do investigations, and I can make stuff for the system, add perks, add skills as I need, and it doesn't break the game. It's just I guess you can call it my quick fix, palette refresher now. When I want to do something, I get into the mood, I'll play that Mini Six and have fun with it. We are playing some Starfinder, which I'm finding interesting, but it's not something I would probably play long term. It's I don't know. I'm not really into the sci-fi genre as far as that much. I like more of just focusing on Star Wars or Star Trek, not just general science fiction or sci-fi fantasy or stuff like that. I'm more of I like the actual I guess flavor of it. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments about that. I'm curious what people think about. Do they like general sci-fi, or would you like a narrow down like Star Wars or Star Trek or Firefly or Battlestar Galactica, for example? Do you like it focused on that one, I guess, area, or do you like it just general, like Dragon Star or Alternity, things like that, when they were just general basis for games? There was no actual like genre. I don't know what it's called, background or something focused on it. There's no expectations, just walking in, something like that. I kind of like that when it comes to sci-fi. Yeah, but I've been just on a kick lately of doing Mini Six write-ups because it's so easy to write things up and you can format it really easily and it doesn't take much thought because I know the system inside and out. Some people wanted me to write up like a kind of a book for it for my stuff to do instead of just putting up post by post, to get more Mini Six or D6 or Open Six content out there because there's a lack there of it. I don't understand why there's a lack there of Open D6 stuff. I mean, it's an easy, versatile system to learn, but I don't know. I really want to get into some layout and publishing so I can get my own stuff out there. Because the last time I did anything, it didn't. I kind of just dropped it to the wayside. I can't remember the last time I did anything other than the adventure template that I put out on Drive Through. So I don't know. Tell me what your go-to game is. I'd like to know in the comments what everyone wants to go through when it comes time to a palette refresher. I'm interested to see what you have to say. Leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and I'll see you next time. Good night. God bless, and see you next time.